James Allen, I have a quote in here from him. He said, "The greatest achievement was at first and for a time a dream. The oak sleeps in the acorn, the bird sleeps in the egg, and in the highest vision of the soul, a waking angel stirs. Dreams are the seedlings of reality." So when you talk about you have these gigantic, wonderful, powerful dreams about what you want to attract into your life, and then follow that up with a different energy, which is the opposite energy, which is the energy of what I call your habit instead of your dream. See, you're out of balance, and the reason that you're out of balance is because you have a dream of what you would like to attract, but your habit is to believe that it's not happening, it's not going to happen, you don't have the power within you to make it happen, I'm stuck where I am. What comes across is you talk about having these dreams, but then what you offer up to these dreams is so out of whack energetically with what the dream is that you live those habits. You live what you offer up to it. You're living at if I call this in the inspiration show on a PBS, it's like having a dream that's at the 10th rung or the top rung of a ladder, but everything you offer up to it's around the first or second rung down around the ground, and that's what you continue to attract into your life. And it's just a habituated way of being. It's not like it's something negative or bad about you.
Yeah.
It's just a habit, and being in balance is really about balancing our behaviors, creating habits that match our desires. That, again, over and over again, creating behaviors that match your desire. So you have a desire, but the behavior that you have doesn't even come close to matching it. It says right away, it probably won't happen. It probably won't work out. I'm probably going to stay stuck in where I am. And the reverse of this is like a different kind of person. And that person is someone who says, this is the person you're talking to right now. This is what I am like. When I decide that I want to create something, that I want to do something, when I have a big dream, whatever it is, I'm writing a book now about the Tao. It's going to be called Change the Way You Look at Life and the Life You're Living. Changes Living the Tao. Now, my first thought is, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to have 500 to 800 people come over here to Maui, where I live, and stay at the hotel right next door, right on Kaanapali Beach, and I'd like to do like a weekend on how to live the Tao Te Ching every single day of your life. And it never occurs to me to say people probably won't sign up for it, they probably won't show up. I called Nancy Levin, who works at A House, she's the one who books all of these things, and I've already booked the hotel. This is for the fall of 2007. And I believe that people will want to come to that. And I can see leaders from all over the world coming here and how to put into practice what the Tao teaches about how we are all one and, living without rules and living close to nature and living by, in a sense of contentment, understanding what Lao Tzu meant when he said that the Tao does nothing but leaves nothing undone. All of this, throw this out there. You see what I mean? In other words, my habits match my dream. And I know that it will happen. I know that it will be great. I can just anticipate it all working. And I say to myself over and over again, it's on its way. And that's what gets me up in the morning and sets me down at my table and allows me to sit there and write and to know that whatever it is that I can dream, that an infinity of force lies buried deep within the dreams of one acorn. One acorn can create it, as long as that dream is there. And that's the same as you. There's a waking angel inside of you called your dreams. Offer up to your dreams the same energy as the dream itself. Never tell yourself that the dream is going to be too big and it won't happen. Michelangelo, one of the greatest beings who ever walked on this planet, said the greater danger is not that our hopes are too high and we fail to reach them. It's that they are too low, and we do. If we have low hopes, we will create and attract the same energy of those low hopes. Every morning is your first affirmation as you wake up, after you thank God for giving you another day to breathe and for the air that you have and so on, because you should always be in a state of gratitude when you awaken. And then the second thing I always do after saying thank you, God, for this day is to do something for somebody else. It doesn't make any difference what it is. It's to send a note to somebody. It's to pick up the phone and call someone, whatever it might be, to do something, to extend some kind of love to someone out there, someplace, whoever it might be, whatever it is, writing a note, anything at all. And it's like when you keep telling yourself that it's on its way, it's showing up, it's coming to me, there's nothing that can stop it. As you do this, you'll start acting on that affirmation because you can only act upon what you think about. And you're going to get what you think about, whether you want it or not. So if you think about yourself and see yourself as self-employed and get a picture of yourself getting up and doing your own work, eventually you'll just you'll change the way you do things. My daughter Tracy, who's 39 years old, has just left being employed her entire life. Has left employment where she had guaranteed salaries and so on. And the day that I left that myself was way back when I was in my mid-30s, 30-some years ago. I walked in and resigned from a tenured position as a professor at a university. It was one of the freest days of my life.
Yeah.
It came about because I always held the vision that it was on its way. Even if I'm not ready for it yet, it's on its way. That's the way you practice. That's how you think every day.